So Italy is the third biggest economy in the Eurozone, and the sheer size of its public debt has proved to be a threat to the future of the Eurozone. So to put this in context, it has $2.5 trillion of public debt in 2012. And this is equivalent to 126% of its total GDP. To put this in context, only Greece has a larger debt to GDP ratio in the Eurozone, and anything over 90% is generally deemed to be harmful to economic growth for a country. So Monti, the acting Prime Minister, had implemented austerity measures which had actually managed to bring down the size of Italy's public debt in 2012. And this has brought a sense of confidence to the markets and had brought stability in the euro. The real concern with Italy is that if its debts were to become unsustainable, the sheer size of its debts mean that it wouldn't be possible to give them a bailout in the way that it has been for Greece. So Bersani managed to get a majority in the lower house, but failed to do so in the Senate. And in order to take government in Italy, a majority is needed in both houses. So what this really leaves is a big question mark hanging over the future of Italy's government. It could be that there are fresh elections held soon, or Bersani might possibly be able to form a coalition government with either Berlusconi or Grillo, neither of whom are known to be particularly pro-austerity based on their election manifestos. So the problem this poses is that Italy's debts could start to become unsustainable again if there aren't austerity measures in place to curb them. So the markets have reacted already. The markets are down. The euro has fallen against the dollar, and investors have been rushing to sell their Italian 10-year bond yields as a result of the uncertainty over Italy's long-term growth and also the risk of contagion that this poses to other European markets as a result. So the election results come in the context of general economic problems which Italy has been facing. So it has overly rigid labour laws, which mean on the one hand you have employees who are protected for life, it's very, very difficult to fire them. And on the other you have temporary workers who have virtually no legal rights under the Italian system. So it's taken some steps to reform these labour laws in 2013, but arguably they don't go far enough. And what it needs is a strong government who's able to take control and to implement these measures that are needed. So Italy was also the third lowest ranked Eurozone economy according to the World Bank's Ease of Doing Business ranking 2013. And this is really a result of a high degree of red tape involved in many of its business procedures, which make it quite a complex business environment. So it also has a high degree of corruption, and it's actually getting worse because it's fallen from 45th in 2007 in the Corruption Perceptions Index to 72nd in 2012. And part of the reason for this was actually Berlusconi being in power when accusations of tax fraud were surrounding him. It also has very high business taxes. This means that tax evasion in the country is also rife. So all of these things need a strong government to take power and to deal with these issues. And it looks as though for the foreseeable future this isn't going to happen.